World corruption is never a good thing and is definitely not something you want to happen to you or really anyone. But it's kind of the inevitable, especially if you're playing in a lot of development versions. And of course, my world has gotten corrupted. Bone meal just doesn't work in spots, which you might think is a pretty mild way of getting corrupted. And you're right, it is, but it's also really annoying. Because now I can never put bone meal on these blocks. Also, why are they bone meal like in the wrong spot? Like, that is so weird. It's like it's reading the chunk wrong. I don't know. And that's not the only spot where it does that. There are spots, most of the places in my world, I can still use bone meal just fine. But like here, works just fine, right? So I hate tall grass, so I'm getting rid of it. But I don't mind the like one tall grass as much, but the double tall grass I really hate because it gets in the way when you're trying to hit mobs. But basically, that's not the only place where I can't use bone meal, and I don't know why that ever happened, and I don't know when it started. I just know I was trying to put some grass down right here, and it just doesn't work. Well, it does up here, but it's really unfortunate though. And it just uses up the bone meal, and it makes particles places it shouldn't. So that's such a minor issue, right? I wouldn't be complaining about my world being corrupted because of that. And you're right, I wouldn't. But that's not the only thing. If you've watched this channel for a while, you know that the nearest stronghold is over that way, right? Yeah, definitely that way. But of course, if we go ahead and use an Eye of Ender, that's going to dispute that and tell me it's that way. But you know what? Instead of going that way, what if we be rebellious and go towards the stronghold anyway? Maybe because the stronghold positions shifted back in 1.19.3 just by a tiny bit, just by like a couple degrees, right? So maybe that's the problem. So let's go over to the stronghold and see if it maybe points to the right place once we go that way. And here we are in at least close to the tire biome where the stronghold is. So let's use an Eye of Ender. It should take us that way, right? Except it doesn't. It takes us that way. Same direction as it did before, and I just lost that Eye of Ender. Why is that happening? I couldn't tell you. And where is it taking me? Well, the thing is, it's taking us nowhere near here. It's actually taking us... it should just be a few degrees off, right? So maybe if we go over this way just a little ways, it'll take us somewhere nearby. Now, it doesn't. It takes us extremely far away to somewhere that makes absolutely no sense at all. And so far we've gone like hundreds of blocks, over 1,000 blocks in the east direction. And we throw the Eye of Ender. And it's still taking us, well, now it's taking us more to the north, but it's still taking us to the east. Which means this makes no sense, right? This is no sense at all. This is so far away compared to the other stronghold, which is like maybe 1,000 blocks away. But no, it's taking us. Oh, now it's taking us back. Let's see where it actually takes us. I actually don't know where it takes us. I've never actually found where it takes us. I have a feeling I know what it's trying to do. So it either is, for some reason, taking me to... No. It's not even taking me to another stronghold. It's just taking me to some weird spot. This is so strange. Where is it taking me? Don't tell me it's taking me back to the other stronghold. Hold on, I'm gonna do this. Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay. So it should be taking me to about right here, right? Yep. Okay. So now, what happens if I dig down? Wait, there actually could be a stronghold here. We are very close to a stronghold, which is kind of strange that there would be one here. But it is possible, and the reason why is because I don't believe this was ever generated in 1.18. So this would have been between the times that... Okay, let's take a little look around. There is a stronghold near here, like I'm saying. In fact, this is the one we went to when we got the eye armor trim. This is the stronghold we came to, the one that's near here. But I don't think it's like perfectly... I don't think it's anywhere like... I think it's like at least 100 blocks away. So let's keep going down. So in my experience, most strongholds post 1.18 actually do generate below the deep slate layer. Okay, it's taking me back up. So does it take you to the actual Y coordinate of where the stronghold is? I've never actually done it this specifically before. Okay, so when I throw it, it like just bobbles up and down here, and this is right at Y0. Like right here is where Y0 is. So it thinks there's something here, even though there's clearly nothing. So weird. But honestly, we already know where 2 strongholds are in our world. Do we really, really, really need to know where any more are? I think not. So why is this such an issue? Well, I would be happy to say that those are the only issues. Except they're not. And there is a stronghold near here. So, if that were the case... Oh, it's a cat. Oh. Oh. Wow, that's actually really rare. There, we have a baby husk in iron armor. I've never seen that before in my life. Interesting. Also, why is there a villager all the way out here? Yeah, so if that was the only issues that I was having with this, I would be very happy, but it's not. I've had some more issues. So we do have a portal out this way, so it's a little bit quicker. So somewhere along the way, I don't know why, but not only are my Eyes of Ender not working, but if we go to over this way, and we go far enough, we got a witch hut over here that I tore apart, and I'm flattening the terrain so I can make a witch farm eventually. Not anytime soon, but if we go a little bit further, we see this. A floating ruined portal, which I really don't understand how it could have happened. I think maybe it happened in the same way as the bone meal, like maybe it's reading the height map wrong or something. I don't know, because I don't understand. I really don't get how it generated like this, but okay. And it's not that it's like just happened to make all the blocks generate above the water. It's like just part of it's underwater too, so I don't really know why it's like that. But such a minor issue, right? Such a minor problem that one ruined portal somewhere along the way is just floating up in the sky. That there could be any other structures that are glitched out, right? Nothing else could possibly be messed up in this world. Except it is. And here, this is so painful. We have a desert. What even is this? Is this underwater ruins in the middle of a plains biome, a tiger biome, and a birch forest, and a roofed forest? And this, you might be thinking, okay, well, what about this? This looks like water, right? No, this is a river biome. It's not an ocean. There is an ocean over there, but it's a couple, like, it's like 30, 40 blocks away. So why did this generate here? I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's part of the world corruption. The game, it's also weird too, because there's like pods. Okay, I guess this is Mega Taiga, but there's like ferns all the way over here, which is kind of weird. So like the game didn't even think this is an ocean. It thought it was a taiga when it generated the decoration, because you wouldn't see ferns in an ocean biome, right? So Um, it's very strange, right? So, and this is all river too, which is kind of weird. Just this flat area here is river. This is birch forest. Also, that looks cool. The way the leaves transition there. And while I'd love to say that that was the only place that ocean ruins have randomly generated, it just wasn't. Yeah, there's another one here. This took me a really long time to find. I don't really have these documented well, so I have to like find other landmarks I know of in order to like come here. So yeah, this is extremely far from the ocean. I don't think that it should have generated this far on the land. That's so odd. And beyond that, I've even had some pretty weird lighting glitches that fortunately go away when I reload the world. But still, I'll show this on the screen now. One chunk is just not lit up for some reason. I don't know what causes that. Um, and it's a really weird bug, right? But the thing is, with all this stuff going on, I'm a lot more fortunate than most are, because I can still play my world. But is this a sign of worse things to come? Probably. Uh, I hate to say it, but this world, I don't know how long I'll still be playing on this world for. Could be tomorrow. It could be right now. Could be my last time playing on it before it corrupts beyond being able to be played. And it really puts things into perspective when you think of it that way. Just how anytime anytime you're playing Minecraft, it could be your last time in your world, and you just don't really think of that, and you don't want to think of that usually. Um, and I don't know, it's just really opened my eyes of how I need to get things done in this world. I need to get the things finished that I've started and get my goals accomplished, get that passive mob farm out that way on that island finished. We have the starter house finished. If you saw my community post, got the roof done and everything. But it's just one thing at a time, and I didn't even know, like, at the time, like, how many different issues there were with my world when I was building that. I just thought, oh, I want to work on the I want to work on the starter house right now, and get it done with. And honestly, I don't really need to record that, even though it's kind of a meme at this point of how long it's been that that hasn't gotten done. I don't know, this whole just set of things going wrong in my Minecraft world. Things that no one knows why they're happening. No one's looking into them. I've sent it to the developers, and they're like, well, we don't really know what's going on. Some of the stuff, probably broke in 1.17 snapshots, like when we were changing the world height. That's for the first time. That's probably what broke it. Uh, some of the stuff is from switching from 1.17 to 1.18 terrain. Some of the stuff, like the stronghold, no idea why that happened. Maybe the stronghold placement caused that somehow, but it's still such a weird issue, and no one else is talking about these things. It's like, where did I go wrong? I wasn't playing in the 1.18 or 1.19 snapshots that like really changed things. It's only been the 1.20 and the 1.17 snapshots, so you wouldn't expect these big weird changes to happen, but yet somehow they did. And I don't know, it's just like in life, how you don't expect it to be your last day when it is, and I don't know, just a really weird thought just to have on a day today, just a really weird thing to think about. But at the same time, it's not something we want to think about either. It's just something that's there. Is this world doomed? Well, I think so, but we still got it now, and I think that's what's important is to stick with it. Try to finish projects that I've been working on, that I haven't been working on, more or less. The stuff that isn't getting done, the stuff that needs to be done, the stuff from so early on that just looked ugly and horrible because it was unfinished, like the starter house, which is now finished. I mean, if something did corrupt it that badly, hopefully I'd know about it, and be able to stop it and be like, oh, no, 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 we need to load it back up, you know. But and I've been seeing like lately, like all these people are getting their worlds corrupted because of this literally this snapshot that I'm right now in, and I haven't had that problem yet. I say yeah, I hope I don't have that problem at all. Um, all they were doing is going to the nether and it was corrupting their worlds, or like they're like whatever, you know, like 7 year long worlds they've been in or whatever, and all they do is go to the nether, and it's like why is that causing it? And it's all because of that new bug fixed where like the sounds on the edge of blocks, when you walk on the edge of blocks, it makes sounds now. It's like that for some reason is causing, when people go to the nether, their worlds to get corrupted. It's like, huh? Like, how does that happen, you know? Would I be ready for that? Would I be ready to start a new world? I was thinking of that today. Like, would I, what would I do if I had to start a new world? Like, would I start up in the snapshots again, even though that's most likely what caused the problems? I think I probably would, um, regardless, just because, you know, they're cool enough that I wouldn't want to sacrifice that. Oh wait, we still have a few. We gotta put more redstone dust down. Uh, yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to go without the snapshots. I was even thinking like, oh, well, maybe I could do something different where instead of playing on Java Edition, I could make it on the Bedrock Edition of the game. And I was like, you know, that's kind of a cool idea. It's like, well, maybe not, because then I'd have to do like the whole beta system and the previews and whatever. And I know that's totally different, and the stuff I think is less stable than, maybe even less stable than the snapshots. I don't know. Um, I know my knowledge about Bedrock Edition is quite limited. Um, I've played it 3 times, so just to give you a frame of reference as to how much. Well, I've played it a few times with friends, but like, um, that's kind of different. Um, so let's see. I need a torch here. I don't have sticks. Let me get some bamboo. And I'm just thinking of that, like, how would I adapt to not being able to play in this world anymore? And um, I don't know personally. I really don't know how I would react to that or adapt, having to start a new world. Hopefully, if something goes wrong, it'll be noticeable enough that I can quickly load a backup and no harm, no foul, you know, type of thing. Um, just a really quick, simple fix. Oh, I should have used a regular piston, shouldn't I? Or a sticky piston. I think this will work. Um, we'll try this. Um, hmm. No, what the heck? Is it? It might not be loaded. Let me hold on. If I do this, oh no, not render distance. It'd be simulation distance. Let's do it to 12. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. We'll try it again. Okay, there we go. That'll help a lot. It'll be a lot better. I'm gonna have to build one going the opposite way now, but to go back and forth between here, because a lot of times it's really hard to get from point A to point B. Um, it's not really hard, it's just annoying to go back and forth. But hopefully this will improve things a lot. But likewise, it almost Like it really brought to mind this morning to me. This sounds so cheesy too, but like we don't know how much time we have left on our earth, and we don't know when our last day is going to be. So I don't know, just try to get the things done that you've been wanting to do. uh Catch up with someone that you've been wanting to talk to. I got to do that, by the way. That reminds me. uh Maybe just leave a nice note for someone somewhere. Just do the little things that make a difference. And I don't know. I think that's just really important. And maybe if you're uh, involved in a church, like maybe tell someone, tell someone you wouldn't normally talk to, like, Jesus loves you or something. Like anything like that. The little things matter. And uh, I really think, like, just the other day, this is so random too, but I was kind of doing it to be a troll, but also just to be a nice person, and it's so weird to put those things together. But I left a text message for someone I didn't even know. I just texted them like, "Yo, I hope you have a good day." Like to the person whose phone number was one up from mine. Um, they call it the text door neighbor, and I was like, just hey, I my phone number's one up, one down from yours. That's cool. Have a good day. And not even expecting a response back. I didn't get one either, but if somebody saw that, and I just hope it made their day. Like whether they saw it or not. I think it makes a difference because like I guess it puts you in a better mood. Like I don't know, just there's little things you could do in any circumstance, and like I think it's important to focus on the little things a lot of the times. Um, I guess I'm very much a detail person too, so it's kind of. I guess I'm kind of a detail person in a way too, so it's like, oh, I want to fix these little things that are wrong. And in Minecraft, it's like there's just so many. And in real life, I tend to be like, so and so, there's a problem with this. This needs to be fixed, and it's like, okay, that's how people get overwhelmed. Like, yeah, 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 I see now. But that being said, I definitely do want to really try to get more builds done in this world because right now, there's just such an utter lack of builds. And this comes to mind too because like look how small this is compared to how big I wanted it to be. So much bigger it could have been. And I got all this plains area to fill out. I'm just recently thinking, you know what? I don't know why, but all of the sniffers like migrated to this one area. I don't know why. These are the sniffers I let out last episode, but yeah, just the other day I was like, oh, this plains biome is so small. What am I gonna do when I run out of plains biome? Am I gonna have to like I don't know, because there's mountains all around it pretty much, and like three directions. There's mountains on this side, there's mountains to the north over there, and there's mountains over there to the west, or like the southwest. And there's like tire biome over to the directly to the west. So I was like, what am I gonna do? Like how I'm gonna run out of plains biome soon. Like what am I gonna do? Well, I actually think now. Look at all this plains biome. How am I ever gonna fill this out? Especially with the way this world is going so downhill. Um, with the corruption and stuff. And I mean, we've been doing good stuff too. Like we got these paths put in. Um, just like minor things like that would improve a lot. But at the same time, there's still so much to do, so much area to fill out. I have an idea for a build to put here. The thing is, too, when I do this, I get more ideas than I can actually keep up with. So I do have to be careful of that, too. But all right, so we got the Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber set up. So I'll show it off real quick. So it is almost instantaneous. It takes 1/5 of a second in either direction. So the way it works is it uses a little trick you can do, which takes advantage of the way that pistons actually take 0 seconds to um, retract, whereas when they extend, I think they take I think they take 0.1 seconds to extend, but they take 0 seconds to retract. So you can send signals almost instantly. I did have a repeater, not a repeater, but a torch here and a torch at the other end. So that does add a total of 0.2 seconds to the delay, but it's still pretty cool just to be able to get back and forth so quickly. And yeah. But anyways, that is about it. If you do want to see a follow-up video, I'm probably going to do it anyway. I might end up doing it on my second channel. Let me know in the comments. I've got a lot of videos planned, so I don't know when I'll get around to it, and it would be very time-consuming. But I do want to figure out when a lot of the corruption has actually happened, like what versions caused it, and how far back it goes. And that would take a lot of work because I'd have to go through like 100 backups probably within just the last year, and this world's over 2 years old. So, yeah. But if you do want to see that, let me know. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. If you've enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button with notifications turned on so you don't miss an episode. And other than that, thank you for watching. Take care, Casum Capitalist Modem Tardum, and goodbye.